good afternoon and welcome to Sydney Airport. Firstly, want to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land here in Sydney, and that opening track of music was a bit of a tribute to those Aboriginal owners. Let me know how the sound's going during our test. Arigato Chiharu-san, arigato gozaimasu. So yeah, let me know how the sound's going. I had a test with Mike earlier, and he sort of said things were sounding all right. If you could just acknowledge that would be fantastic. Queenstown, thanks for the report on the lag. Did you stop to cry for perfume yet? Oh man, that's a completely different topic. But one of the main reasons, well actually the main reason I went to Tokyo was to see Perfume, Japanese group, and they revealed during the weekend that they were going to go on hiatus, which meant that the show that I was going to was going to be their last one for the foreseeable future. And of course that made 50,000 fans pretty sad. Well, 50,000 on one day and 50,000 on another day, so there's 100,000 people. Okay, there were a fair number of them went on both days, but like myself. You can imagine that made a lot of people very, very sad, and it made the NHK news. So that's how much of a big deal it was. So we can see there the carrot or the Jaffa Jet, Jetstar's bright orange. And we see that jet over in New Zealand a bit. Every now and then they come over. Let me see if I can get my orientation right. That's Latam, who are in front of him. Okay. So there he is, and he's going to Hervey Bay. Jetstar 10th anniversary, that livery is called, and that's Jetstar 890 going to Hervey Bay. Yep, so we better start concentrating on bringing you up. So just behind the control tower now, we've got Latam, and I believe Latam are still going via Auckland to Santiago. Yes, so that's why they're taking off on what is a shorter runway. This runway, which we can see over here, and we're going to see our first takeoff, and isn't that going to be special? If I can find what aircraft it is for you. That is Air New Zealand. How appropriate. Isn't that awesome? Air New Zealand taking off right over the top of this P3 car park, which is where we are today. And yeah, you can almost touch it. That's how, you know, clearly it's not that low, but from our perspective, it's just absolutely fantastic that we can see the aircraft up this close. So we'll get Latam going off that same runway, which is, I believe, 36 right, and the longer runway is 36 left. Correct me in the chat if I've got that wrong. Okay, so this is that runway. Right, we can take care of the obligatory requirement, the helicopter on the stream, by showing you this guy. So there we go. That's my one helicopter out of the way. There is a bit of a helicopter base down here apparently. So yeah. I'm here on a layover from Sydney, from Japan. Came in early this morning and had an awesome flight. You know, sometimes you get a flight attendant who's just special, and today we had Kuga-san. And she was just fantastic. She was funny and engaging, and yeah, really, really professional. So yeah, we had a great time. Right, what is that looking at? It is looking at way too close. That's where it's supposed to be looking. So forgive me, I have not quite got all my angles worked out yet. I got a few of them worked out, but yeah. So let's take care of the prop action. Right down here in front of us is the Rex Bay. And yeah. So we can hear the noisy ones. What are we looking at? Over here. There we go. That's a Rex. Saab. And they make a lot of noise. They really, really do. And now he's shut down. That's fantastic. So, yeah, let me know how it's going. G'day, Dale. Awesome to see. Christchurch is cold and wet now. Okay, thanks very much. I've got a raincoat. That's wonderful. Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, the weather is pretty nice, actually. So, what have we got? What to watch? Yeah, that's the problem with Sydney, is there's so much to watch. You're looking and your head's spinning. You're going left or you're going right. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll pull back out of Rex. We've seen him sort of stop his props, and yeah, we'll get into So no lens extender, because we're going to get these takeoffs going right over us, and with the lens extender on, there's absolutely no way you can track that. They're just really, really difficult to maneuver. And keep things. G'day Dale, mate. Mate, yeah, I'm not back, but I'm most of the way back. I only got 3 hours or so to go. But in the meantime, let's see what's going on down here. It looks like a bit of an overtake manoeuvre. Overtake manoeuvre by the Jetstar on the TAM, because the TAM was in the lead, so a bit of a Formula 1 overtaking manoeuvre there. Got the old ECAS or what? The electrical boost that they can get from time to time. Yeah, so whatever that is, Formula 1 fans, let me know. Made the pass look easy. Believe it or not, I have actually recorded some material. Do you know an aircraft called EK412? It's an Emirates flight that goes from here. Well, actually, it's from Dubai, and it goes via Sydney to Christchurch. And I've recorded it once or twice, but never from this side. So, yeah, I've got that available for you. It's a different route. It's not going the same way as Air New Zealand. Air New Zealand came right over the top of us. And Jetstar is not, because of course he's on a domestic flight. So there you go, your carrot. There's half your lunch. And now we'll go back down to grab the TAM. We can work out where we are. Here he is. Fantastic. There we go. G'day, Mike. Thanks very much for testing, mate. Good on you. Dale Small on the lookout for Stocko. Mate, I actually haven't met Stocko. I've seen him plenty on the Sid Squad, of course, but yeah, never met him in person. I've met Kurt, but not Stocko. Comes another one straight for us. Fantastic. It's the TAM. So, yeah, the TAM was going to Auckland, and then they'll fill up with heaps of fuel and then go down the South Pacific Ocean. A long way, looks a long way, but in actual fact, maps are deceiving. G'day, Carolyn. G'day, Telly. I saw you guys were having fun and games earlier with the early timetabling of this stream. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Telly. Yeah, man.
Haven't got any of the angles worked out really. No, none of the landmarks. It's all new to me. It's great to see you, Carolyn. And where's my usual thing? Cap. Yeah, so I did hear that a few people went out to see Sean depart, and I paid him, I gave him my regards before I left for Japan, and said, hey, we're going to be travelling on the same day, so I won't be able to do any streaming now. But the new brothers have got in there and done that, so that's good. So we've got nothing but little stuff on the left hand 3.6 left, but we've got plenty of action on this 3.6 right, which is wonderful. Jerky, apologies for that. So give you a look at the safety shot. Safety shot, which is this one here. I'll just knock it off because I'm going to play you stuff you missed. G'day Danielle, great to see you. Fantastic. So this first one I will give you a replay of. Is EK412. So there we go, we'll just advance it a bit. Ready for a shot there. Yeah, got halfway through it and it's a bit bright. So we've entered a bit of a lull, which is why you're getting a replay. So it's EK412, which I've caught plenty of times on the stream from the other perspective, that of it arriving in Christchurch. I've got looks like Qatar over here, which I'll give you in a moment. G'day Airport Streams, good to see you, mate. And Heathrow headed, go Sasson. Yes, yes. And if you're out at the Mound to see Sean depart, you probably will have seen UK. Right, so there you go. That's looks like Qatar under tow. So, multiple helicopters in action, and a chance for a landing on 36. Right, so let's try that out. We haven't got the lens extender on, so we're basically just going by feel down to the end here. And that's Qantas 517, and he's coming from Brisbane. Airport Streams here, because I didn't actually have any of my own. I decided to use AI to recreate them in anime style, since this was a half Japanese inspired trip and half Sydney inspired trip. I decided just to carry on the tradition and throw the anime version up. 3:30. Is off to Manila, in the Philippines. So he's off to Philippines as Qantas, looks like 19. 19? Yeah, QF19 off to Manila. another takeoff off of this is right. Jetstar. Not sure where he's off to. Have to flight radar it. And sort my life out. To our Manila flight. G'day Francie, wonderful to see you mate, hope you're well. QF19 to Manila. Super nice. Off to Manila. Nice part of the world. Flew past it last night. Probably slept over it. Oh no. Oh, yeah, I think I probably did sleep over the top of keep up with you in the chat. Yes, it is a cracking day, mate. And yes, that day, the sky is amazeballs. So if I read this right, that's another Brisbane, that's Virgin coming in from Brisbane to Sydney. So velocity, he would be velocity, whoops, 942. Smash your own microphone. So we've got a bit of a line-up down the taxiway there. So we'll just lock that off while I deal with something just here. just taking care of some necessities. Got another chappy gear out of the way so that he can do that. So the one right in the front is Jetstar 410, and he's off to the Gold Coast, which is a pretty nice part of the world. So this morning I have recorded multiple 380s. I think I've probably recorded about 5, but I'll bring you probably 3. So I've already brought you Emirates, because believe it or not, I was here just after 7 o'clock. That's actually it's more like 8 by the time I figured out how to get here, and one thing and another, trying to buy a SIM card that worked and failing miserably. Too hard basket. I'll go back to the next one. Few things to take care of, technical things. Once I've done those, just give it a bit of a look at the safety shot, see a bit of movement, see the control tower. Oh, thanks, Alex, and welcome. Yes. Can I go to Sydney International Terminal? Well, I intend to, because that's where my flight's from later. I can pan over there. Unfortunately, there's a chap in the way, but I can get most of the way over there. Let me see if I can do that for you. So here is is the international terminal over here. And there's a bit of a tail lineup down here. So there you go. Earlier there was an A380 tail there, Singapore. But he's not there anymore. I'll show you why later. But yes, there you go, the international terminal. And I hope that satisfies your curiosity, Noah. A little bit of few aircraft on tow. We've got someone landing on 36 left, which is good because we haven't done a landing on 36 left yet. So zoom in, look down, and get the landing. Finally found you. So that's an Emirates E190 from, I think, Launceston. Yeah, Launceston in Tasmania. So flown up from a small island at the bottom of, or adjacent to the continent of Australia, shall we say, off the coast of the mainland. Virgin. And somebody can probably tell us where that's off to. Another landing. 36 left. New, and there you go. So aircraft larger and small at Sydney Airport. Mostly commercial traffic, of course, but the odd private. So I saw a private in much earlier. Looks like we've got China Southern coming out. China Southern. Off to Guangzhou. It's their main hub. The other one arrived. There's one. Why is that Rex taking off? It's not the same aircraft. G'day Ray, thanks very much. Yeah, finally. Thanks Ray. Thanks Ray. Yeah, thanks Ray. Ray's right here. He's my mate. He's done me a solid today because went off and inspected the domestic terminal to see whether or not there were any other. He went there for his own purposes. Let's be honest, but he did bring me back some water, which was very kind of him. As you can tell, it's warmish. It's not super hot. There's a nice cool breeze, sea breeze. Looks like we've got another takeoff on the first flight. So let's get over there and find out what it is. He's going on the milk run, the Sid Squad milk run from Sydney to Melbourne, and he's Jetstar 517. So let's go and show him to you. There we go. So this is Jetstar 517. He'll be taking off momentarily. G'day Cohen, g'day Alex. I appreciate the issue, but Alex, we are incredibly lucky to be running at all, mate. So yeah, more than happy to count it as a bit of a win. I will be super happy to be back to Christchurch. The bandwidth is pretty reasonable. It's a lot better than here in Australia, let me tell you, and a lot better than in Japan as well. Yeah, interestingly enough, a lot of streamers, well, at least 2 streamers that I saw, and I heard from one of them that others did in fact use Starlink as a method of streaming. So here's the takeoff. I was wondering why that wide body. Oh no, so he's landing. That's right. Waiting for it to rotate, and it never came. I see what he's waiting for. It's a long way out still. I've seen plenty of situations where Sydney Control Towers let people go out before that. Oh, did you, Colin? Yeah. I hope you got a shine the light moment there. Old Sean would be up for that, I would say. Hopefully he had a window seat. That's always the issue with shine the light. You can't really do it from the aisle. You can't really do it from the middle of the plane. So that landing out of the way. Must be time for it, yes, and it does appear that China Southern 302 off to Guangzhou as we thought. For next time, don't quite position this tripod where it is, because it looks like it's just obstructed by that tower. Which is really unfortunate.
body out of the way. Aircraft is in from Sydney, from Brisbane, QF 521, and guy lining up behind him is QF 145 off to Auckland, so an international flight. Yes, the noisy Rixes start up. So another note for the future. More club action, just like at the Christchurch Aero Club, Canterbury Aero Club. So mango pancakes coming out to play. So this taxiing down. Still see Qantas and Scoot. Is the nickname on Sid Squad of mango pancakes, which is a dim sum item on the menu. So if you take tea, you may see mango pancakes on the list. It's so small, I'm not even having to reframe it. Just keep them in the frame. Don't have to pull focus in. The wind's picked up a bit, which is good. It's nice and cool. It's been warmish. It was cool this morning. The flight attendant remarked it's quite playful, and we were having a bit of a chat at the end of the flight, and she said, "Oh man, it really feels a bit cold."
because of course they've got their summer uniform, which is a bit thin. Well, it's thinner than obviously their winter version. And she was sort of saying, oh, it's a bit cold. And I was going, oh, really? And then I went outside the terminal, and she was quite right. It was cold. Scoot, and we'll press record on Scoot. So I think Scoot is worth it. The highlights reel. To see you, Danielle, and great to have you back. So you see that pole? Yep, that's one that I would like to have again. I did not know the angles, and now I know the angles. I will be not setting up in exactly this position next time because you're obstructed at the hold point. Scooter. Another wide body. You have flown on Scoot before, yes. I remember you telling us about that, Karen. Right, that's terrific. Do you rate them? Are they a good airline? Be interesting to know. So here's another Sydney. There's another one going to Guangzhou. So that's two China Southerns going to Guangzhou in pretty short order. So we saw one take off not that long ago. The Dreamliner version of this. A350-900 version. So got two different aircraft models flying on the same route. This velocity in the front is going up to Cairns. Now, interestingly enough, Jetstar are going to be introducing to Christchurch a Christchurch to Cairns service, and the Christchurch to Cairns services time to coincide with flying on from Cairns to Narita. So another way of getting to Japan in one stop. Of course, you have to want to be going to Tokyo. You have to want to be going to Narita rather than Haneda, which is a more domestic-oriented airport of the two major airports in Tokyo. Pancakes, exactly, Danielle. And if you haven't watched Sid Squad yet, where have you been? Basically, definitely the biggest plane spotting channel in the Southern Hemisphere. 150,000 plus subscribers, and they regularly get multiple thousands of watching the live shows, and it's very entertaining, and the production values are very high. I've got a lot to learn, put it that way. So, welcome to the folks that have joined us. Firstly, thanks very much for coming to the show today. Sort of interrupted. I did sort of schedule it for nice and early, but then just could not get a connection, and made the executive decision to sort of push it off to 12 o'clock, which ended up working out. So if you are enjoying or want to appreciate the struggle that it's taken to actually get this show on the road, I'd appreciate a like if you would. And if anybody is not subscribed, if there's anybody lurking who's not subscribed, please do subscribe. tent. A couple of clips. I think we need some more. It's not too bad. It's an A350 in the books. I did get Thai, which is one of my favourite A350 liveries. So if I can find that, I might be able to bring that to you. We've got yet another China Southern. We certainly have got a lot of flights from Guangzhou to Sydney. It's quite amazing. So this is the third Guangzhou movement that I've seen today that I can think of. That's the thing with Sydney, is it's so much busier than Christchurch. Your head's spinning, literally. You're looking left, you're looking right. There's so much going on. You almost need multiple sets of eyes looking at the airfield and somebody sort of looking at flight radar. I'm just amazed that Kurt and Tim and Max can actually keep up with all the action. It's quite inspirational, but daunting as well, because there's quite a mountain to climb skill-wise. To know that the reason I included a thanks to Sid Squad in the description is because I messaged Tim and Kurt about doing a stream here in Sydney today, and I said message us a little bit closer to the time, and there shouldn't be so that's very much thanks to them. There is another streamer who I'm not that familiar with, Levi Flights, and he also streams here from Sydney. So I appreciate that we're on sort of their turf, and the fact that not set up somewhere going for a time just after 1 o'clock. So I'll propose it to go till at least, I'm going to say at least 3:30, maybe 4. Then I've got to really pack down, break the tripod up so that I can actually stick it in the bag and get myself off to international, where I have to check in again. We've got Malaysian coming out. So doubtless they'll be going to KL, Kuala Lumpur. And let's give you a look at their livery. It's quite striking. The Malaysian flag with a depiction of it. And there is their livery. That's enough Malaysian for the moment. Takeoff. Just will not rotate back that hard. Yeah, so it's right back on the stopper. Still not want to go back there. So there's the camera, tripod, head says no. Grumpy one, g'day mate. I'm coming back on Air New Zealand, which is really, really strange. I don't know how they did this, because I had Qantas coming to Sydney, Japan Airlines going to Haneda and back again, so that was the main part of it. That was fine. And then I'm coming over on coming back to Christchurch on, I think it's 225, NZ 225. I could look it up, but yeah, that's basically it's the one that gets in and around about midnight, maybe a little bit earlier. Leaves here about, I'm going to say, pushing 6:30, something like that. I mean, it pushes back. So I can probably look it up on the phone later. Just so look at here, look at here, look at here, look at here. book. Just page after page after page of departures, of course. Scroll down until I find New Zealand. To Christchurch. Okay, so it's 6:05. Okay, so yeah, I might have to get out of here a bit earlier. Okay, let's just make sure that. Yeah. So that is. So, yep. That's the flight. The one that leaves around about 6 o'clock. So, not quite as late as I thought it was. So, yeah, I may have to pick up. So let me make it a hard stop at 3:30, which is about 2 hours away. So, hopefully we get some nice action for you till that time. It's another one off to Ranger. So that's 3 now. 3. It looks like a Latam. Over there. I'll just look it off a bit. I'll look it up. It is. It's Sydney to Santiago. So he's going to definitely be using the long runway, and he'll be absolutely chocker of fuel because he's got to go and do the South Pacific, Antarctic Ocean, Great Southern Ocean. There's another sign from Rex. Thanks very much, Rex. So we're seeing Latam taxi down and do a takeoff shortly. There's Malaysia. Takeoff right. After Kuala Lumpur. And we've got Fiji coming up to play. This is the first time I've seen Fiji's A350. If they had a few more of them in their fleet, and they flew them from Nandi to Narita, I would be very tempted to go via Fiji. Looks like a he's coming all the way across, and he's going to take off on the 3-4 right. So let's see if we can fill the screen with an A350 from the Fiji livery. Hey, Grumpy. Yeah. Grumpy was in earlier, wasn't he? Terrific. Yeah. Red-eye, not really, because I've been on Japan time, which is 3 hours ahead at the moment. So I should be full of beans at 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock, or whenever it is. Let me tell you, I was up to much later last night, and a lot later the night before. I had a plane to catch, albeit an evening plane. Did have to check out of my hotel, so I made sure that I didn't overdo it. We've got one of the Sydney fire appliances. They look very similar to the ones we've got in Christchurch, apart from our fancy red one, which is electric. So, yeah, good to see. There's Latam off to Santiago, which is a very long route by the looks of things on the map. LAN 18. We're playing flight radar at home. Lexi, welcome in. Welcome in, and g'day. G'day to Australia, mate. Yeah, down under. And Nav, greetings Nav. Good to see you. Fiji is really lovely. We will concentrate on getting them. We'll get this Latam out. Yeah, we'll get Latam out of the way, and then we'll go back to Fiji, because Fiji seems to be whole. No, you might end up on a taxi, but yeah, we'll get a good view of Fiji's takeoff. I almost certainly will be recording that, because I have not seen the A350 Fiji. if you weren't here for the very start of this stream, I'd like to just re-acknowledge the traditional owners of the land. To that end, I have some Aboriginal inspired music to open and potentially close the show. I just have to wait and find out. So there's Fiji, heading down to 34 right. If I've got these runway designations wrong, let me know, because it'd be pretty chronic to have spent the entire stream miscrawling these the wrong designation. That's another milk run, Jetstar. As you can hear, there's a helicopter. We've already had our helicopter ration for the day, but if things get a bit slow, we might go and focus on them. Right, press record. super nice aircraft. And one of the nicest liveries going around. And what else do we have? And here's Milkman, Qantas 445, Sydney to Melbourne. And if we go up a little bit, let's see something in the background. Twofer, one departing and one arriving. So if you want to know where we are, we're on P10, sorry, level 10 of the P3 car park. P3 car parking building here in Sydney domestic side. So grab a taxi to get over here. Have to do the same to go back, I think. Unless I can find a shuttle bus. Under a little less pressure this time. Let's have a bit of a look at the international terminal. The young man who was here doing some videoing a bit earlier has moved on. And here's Qatar. So that's over at the international terminal. See the building. It's the central hub. It's the building. And, all the way along the back is a massive concourse. And there are a few other bits and pieces that poke out from that, radiating out. And usually Air New Zealand is from a gate way round the back, 58 or 60 or something like that. And it takes quite a while to walk through the terminal and get there, so I don't want to leave it too late. Opportunity to thank everybody for coming along. I know you've got plenty of choices for your streaming content. I'm just grateful that we've actually been able to get this one up and going after a fashion. It's not perfect. but yeah, at least it's working, which is all I can say for the situation in Japan. It's a story that I regale you with from time to time when things go bad on other screens. So, remember that time when we went to Narita and it was really, really patchy coverage. That time we went to Haneda and it was really patchy coverage. That's coming from Hamilton. So, international flight out of Hamilton. HLZ, it's got to be Hamilton, New Zealand. So there you go. Welcome to Sydney. Wasn't plane spotting great. Made a new mate, Ray, and he does a lot of military stuff, but certainly got all the professional gear, and doesn't do streaming, but definitely does the high-res photographs, and he's got an eye for it, and so yeah, he's just leaving, so I wanted to thank him for his assistance in making up a tool to change a SIM card and that sort of thing, providing a bit of moral support when things were not going quite as well as they could. We've got a medical flight. That's a medical flight. So the New South Wales Air Ambulance. Is it AMS? No, it's AMQ. So we've missed the arms version of the air ambulance. Just happens to have exactly the same signature as our famous SID Squad colleague. It's an A220, not the first we've had on the stream, but the first one today, an A220. Safety shots of the tower. Right, so I'll look it off, and I'm going to give you a replay of something that we missed earlier. So, like I say, I've seen a number of A380s today, and this is one of them. So you won't see this on flight radar. This left and there's a friend here, which is operating as a leased aircraft Qantas. It's just like New Zealand, Qantas has got capacity issues. So they released aircraft from Fiji, and Air New Zealand is of course from Cathay. It's fine, Lexi. I understand a lot of us have been in that situation, and I appreciate that you're sharing this. and welcome Jonathan. Thank you so much for watching that. And if you are in Bilbao, yeah, it's a very nice part of the world. Just have a bit of a scout around. It is a little bit quiet right now. But, just happy to show you this Qantas A380 action. Just advance a little bit further. There we go. It wasn't already obvious, and I posted it before, that this is a replay of Qantas from before the stream started. Unfortunately, we were a bit delayed with some technical issues, but we managed to get up and going, so it's all good.